Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the Chargers, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the champs from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chargers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To try again after the sack. Murray. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now.
just saw him break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. To return is McKenzie. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, they'll try to run it. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Herbert just beat the play clock. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams
with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Chargers are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Herbert on 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Murray now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chargers are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Taken from about the 12.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. The 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathered.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 41, Murray. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Murray. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Throwing again on second down. Murray. To the goal line. line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Here's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 on a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. This will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the